Have you ever seen someone get treated like they didn't matter? Like they were invisible? This happened on a Monday morning inside one of the biggest corporate buildings downtown. And by the end of the day, everyone in that building learned a lesson they would never forget. The lobby was busy. Employees in sharp suits rushed past the marble floors. Phones rang. Heels clicked against polished tiles. And near the entrance, a woman in a simple gray uniform quietly mopped the floor. Her name was Mrs. Evelyn Carter. Late 50s. Calm eyes. Neat hair tied back. She had worked in that building for 6 months. Most people didn't even look at her. But that morning someone did. Daniel Wright, the company's newly appointed executive director. Young. Ambitious. Expensive watch. Loud confidence. He stormed into the lobby mid-phone call. Didn't see the wet floor sign. Slipped slightly. And then, he turned red. "What is this nonsense?" he shouted. The entire lobby froze. He pointed at Evelyn. "Can you not even do your job properly? This is why standards in this place are falling." People stopped walking. Some stared. Some pretended not to. Evelyn stood still, holding the mop gently. "I'm sorry, sir. The sign is right there." But Daniel wasn't done. Excuses. Always excuses. Maybe if you had real qualifications, you'd understand professionalism. A few people laughed quietly. That laugh hurt more than the insult. Evelyn didn't argue. She didn't raise her voice. She simply looked at him. Not angry. Not embarrassed. Just calm. "Sir," she said softly, "may I ask what time the board meeting begins today?" Daniel scoffed. "That's none of your concern." She nodded. Then she quietly wheeled her cleaning cart toward the elevators. People whispered as she left. Daniel adjusted his jacket and smirked. "That's how you maintain order," he muttered. But what he didn't know was that this wasn't an ordinary Monday. 30 minutes later, the boardroom was filled. Senior executives sat around a long glass table. Daniel stood confidently at the front, ready to present his growth strategy. The doors opened, and the room went silent. Evelyn walked in. No cleaning cart. No mop. Just a calm presence. Daniel frowned. "I think you're in the wrong room." The chairman stood up immediately. "Actually," he said carefully, "she's exactly where she belongs." Daniel blinked. The chairman continued. "Allow me to introduce Mrs. Evelyn Carter, the majority shareholder of this company." The air changed. Completely. You could hear someone drop a pen. Daniel's face drained of color. "She invested quietly 10 years ago," the chairman added. "She prefers to observe before she speaks." Evelyn finally looked at Daniel again. Not with revenge. Not with pride. Just steady composure. Daniel stuttered. I didn't know." Evelyn raised her hand gently. "That's the point." The room was silent. "You didn't know. And you didn't ask. You assumed." She stepped forward. "I clean these floors myself sometimes because I believe leadership begins at the ground level." She paused. "And respect should not depend on someone's job title." Daniel couldn't even meet her eyes. Everyone who had laughed earlier now stared at the table. Then something unexpected happened. She didn't fire him. She didn't yell. She didn't embarrass him. Instead, she said, "Mr. Wright, you're clearly talented. But talent without humility is dangerous." She turned to the board. "I suggest we invest in leadership training for everyone." Then she looked back at Daniel. "Including you." That day, no one laughed at the janitor again, because she was never just a janitor. And maybe that's the point. You never truly know who someone is. The quiet ones. The overlooked ones. The people you think don't matter. Sometimes, they matter the most. So let me ask you, if you were in her position, would you have forgiven him? Or would you have fired him on the spot? Tell me in the comments. And remember, kindness doesn't cost anything, but disrespect can cost everything.